welcome back. My name is Johanna and this is the Knotenkopp podcast, and we're doing a special episode today. It was my birthday last Sunday, and I did get a lot of yarn. I got it gifted and I got myself a lot of yarn or knitting stuff, and I thought I will show it to you and do a little special episode about it, because otherwise the next regular podcast episode is going to be extra long again, and so I will put in little extra special thing in between, like a Vlogmas special. I have to say I am enjoying this knitting Vlogmas thing very much, but it's also very overwhelming. People putting like all these like podcasts or short Vlogmas videos out every, I don't know, 2-3 days. And if you follow a lot of podcasters, there are a lot of videos coming out every few days, and it's hard to keep up. But I mean, the beauty of YouTube is, or social media, you don't have to watch and see and follow everything. And I also think especially with the social media content of knitting content, it's not, if you miss out on something, it's not that important. Like, if you don't have to keep up with everything. It's not if you miss out an episode or something, you don't understand what the next episode is about. So yeah, I kind of skip 1 or 2 Vlogmases and then watch the, I don't know, last one or something. But yeah, it's nice getting more into the festive season. I also look very festive in my dark green sweater here. It's also my favorite sweater. I thought it was time to show it. It has a funny story because I have a very similar one. I'm not getting up and getting it, but I think they are called Aran sweaters. I don't know if they are called like this because of the weight or because it's a certain kind of cabling knitting style in the UK, because I also found knitting books that are called like Aran and Guernsey sweaters, and I know Guernsey sweaters are these like sweaters that especially fishermen used to wear to work. So I don't know if there's a story with Aran sweaters as well. I wanted really to get these like old, not old, but like vintage, like 70s, 80s, 90s books, but they are like really expensive or sold out everywhere. And so like, I don't know, 8 years ago or something, I really got into these sweaters, and I got one in like a cream tweedy color. It looks like really like this really Regia Schachenmeier classic beigey sock tweed color that everyone loves. I think I posted on it on Instagram. I can insert a picture because I have knitted with the same color socks, so I have a matching pair of socks to that sweater, which I did knit. I bought it secondhand, and I loved that sweater so much that I wanted another one, and I found this through eBay as well, and I got it through eBay but secondhand, and I ordered it from the UK, and I had like no idea how it's gonna fit. It was like a really black box buy. I have no clue. I just ordered it, but estimating what the size on the one I had already would, what I needed probably, and it came and it was huge. Like, I mean, the other one was oversized as well. I was wearing it with leggings, but this one was like below my knees, and I was like, okay, I can't wear this, it's too big. So I put it in the washer or in the washing machine, and taking the risk because I wasn't able to wear it, and I was okay, I need to make this work because it's beautiful. And if it gets smaller, it's better. And if it's not wearable, it's not wearable, because right now it's not wearable as well. So yeah, it shrunk to a perfect size. It's crazy. Like, still the arms, I still have them shortened a little bit, and it's perfectly cropped. Like, I'm wearing leggings right now, but yeah, it fits like perfect. It's like the perfect boxy size fit. I like all my garments that I'm knitting now, I'm measuring of this jumper, but also it's quite difficult to reknit this, because it is basically felted, and it was already an Aran weight or worsted weight or bulky weight knitted sweater before, and then it got felted, so it's very stiff and boxy in its structure, which I really like, but you can't really recreate that without felting something, which I wouldn't do with something that I've knitted myself, and I wouldn't knit something oversized and then put it in the washing machine and shrink it. Like, that would be way too high of a risk for something that I put so much time into it. But yeah, that's my favorite sweater, and yeah, I wish I could recreate it, but I don't think I can. But maybe something similar. Like, but also I have the struggle that I don't really like knitting things on bigger than 4.5mm needles, but I really like wearing something that is so structured in itself. So this is a problem. But we are not here to talk about my old garments. We are here to talk about my birthday things. Obviously, if acquisitions are not your thing, this is not the right video for you. So I see you next time, because this is all the things I acquired or I got gifted. I hinted on a lot of these things before. I will also say, if you, oh no, yeah, I will start directly. So the first thing I got, I mentioned it before, I got the Festive box by woolentwine, Fiber Studios. She is a German based in Northern German based yarn dyer. She dyes yarn plant based. No. She dyes yarn with plants. Plants. So with no chemical. You get what I mean. So yeah, I really like her aesthetic. I really like her ethics. And I also gifted to a friend her mini Festive, I don't know if it was a sock set, but like, she had a white, green and red mini set, like a Christmas set basically. And I have a friend who's really into Christmas, and she was also the friend who helped me with the move, and I thought it was a really nice Nikolaus, is it how you say it in English, Nikolaus present for the 6th of December. So yeah, I sent it to her, and yeah, I gifted it to myself, the Festive box, for my birthday, but I opened some parts before my birthday as well. So if you are still opening that, or you're waiting until Christmas to open it, you shouldn't watch this now. Skip ahead, I will put a timestamp in. But yeah, a lot of things she showed in her podcast before as well. So I already opened the tea, it's already half empty. This is also tea that has been, I think, produced in Germany, which I haven't heard that often before. So all the products have been made in Germany, which I find really cool. And so yeah, it's I think a herbal tea with peppermint and some other stuff. It was really nice, and I've been using it for some time now. really enjoyed that. And what I was really looking forward to was, and one of the reasons beside the yarn why I was ordering this, was this ceramics cup that I really wanted from this festive box, because you all know that I just moved into my flat, so I need more ceramics because I don't have enough yet. And yeah, this is also a ceramic studio which is based in Hamburg, where I'm from, so that's really cool coincidence as well. And yeah, this is a ceramics cup. It has this matte glazing inside and this, what is it, not matte, the opposite, shiny shiny one in the inside. Yeah, I thought it would be a little bit bigger because I really need big cups, but it has a really nice size. For example, for coffee it's perfect, but I was in need of big cups, so I got this cheesy one with this whale on it. But yeah, you get, oh, it doesn't look that, yeah, but you can see the size difference. So this is my teacup now, and this is more like when I have guests or drink coffee. Ooh. And I'm very careful with this one. And another part of the festive box was, oh, I can't even read that, Dusana Knit. I think she's a stitch mark producer, maker. I don't know what else she does because I've never heard of her, but she makes these beautiful little stitch markers in like these natural earthy tones with these stones on it. And I have never bought like fancy stitch markers. I usually only have like these very simple ones that are very convenient. I put on some like stones and stuff, like charms that I had flying around on them as for myself, but I never bought fancy ones. So I thought, okay, this is something actually I'm missing. But as you've seen, I haven't even touched them yet, but now I will unpack them. And yeah, the yarn. Yeah, that was something I hadn't opened until Christmas. No, not Christmas, my birthday. So it came also in a beautiful packaging. Let me, I have all my cups on here, so I need a little to be. Wait a minute. What's it? Ah, yeah. Got it. I received it. So the yarn came in this beautiful hand-stitched linen bag. She showed in her Instagram story how she hand-stitched each of these bags, or her sister did it, I don't know, but one of them did it, and I think it's so lovely. First of all, these bags are really beautiful project bags, so they are great. And yeah, it's such a lovely packaging, and I mean, it would be lovely to put Christmas gifts in them, but I do want to keep it. I don't want to give it away, so yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna put Christmas gifts in it. I'm gonna keep it as a project bag. But if you're in need for a Christmas gift bag, that would be a great idea. So, and in this bag was this sock set, and it is a Corriedale sock base, 100% Corriedale, sourced and spun in the UK with a high twist durability and 400 meters per 100 gram, and the color is mince pie, so I guess mince pie is the dark red, and it's 120 grams. I was wondering if this is 100 and this is 20 grams, and I was wondering if this is her oatmeal color. I haven't checked the colors. I will put them in the, I always put on the screen the colors and in the descriptions box as well. But yeah, these colors are just beautiful. I think on the screen they come out really perfect. I think they're very, very pretty. I'm usually not, I mean, I love her aesthetic, but usually I tend to not be so much into plant-based, plant-dyed yarns, because I prefer undyed yarns. Like, I just really like the heathered look of yarn that just comes from the cheap, or just like really like intense colors, not I mean not bright colors, but intense colors like a dark navy and stuff like that, or like really, for example, green colors. And I think especially like blues and greens, because for both I think you need blue undertones. They are quite hard to get with plant dyes. Because I think you need always indigo, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not a plant dyer, but for example, she has a lot of like warm tone colors and not a lot of green tones, but this could also be her current color palette and could change over the time. But yeah, I couldn't have wished for more. These are very beautiful. Her logo is, oh, I appreciate a nice logo design so much. Oh, it's so beautiful. And just like with the linen wrap around it. I don't want to wrap like, how is it called? Wind this up and cake it up ever. It's so pretty. I want to just use it as decoration for my flat. It's so pretty, and I definitely won't do like just... I'm not even sure if I want to use this for socks, because this is just too sad to use this color combination for socks where you put on shoes over it. But I can definitely wear this as a hat. And I mean, this would be definitely colors that I could wear this as a hat. Actually, it would be really nice with my hair color, even though I'm outgrowing my blonde right now. It would look really nice with this dark green sweater as well. But yeah, I don't know, maybe a hat, but I would need to hold it, I think, with a second strand. I'm unsure. But if I would do socks, I would definitely look up a colorwork pattern to maybe do a leg pattern with like a traditional colorwork, Scandinavian colorwork pattern that goes down the leg, and then just plain red feet or something, and not do like contrast heel and toe or something, because I think that would be like sad for such a pretty beige color. So yeah, really happy with this surprise colorway, and I think since this was such a good choice, I will definitely order again from her, and my friend is very happy with her Christmassy colors as well, so I can recommend it. So next up, okay, I will continue with the things I bought myself as well. So you saw me last week getting, 2 weeks ago, the Järbo Tr Ull, I will just call it like that, the Swedish yarn, even though it is like the sheep, like the wool per se, like the wool or the sheep are New Zealand, so the wool is from New Zealand, and they're spun in Latvia, so that's Letland. Letland? What is Letland in English? Letland? Lithuania? Estonia, Lithuania. What is the last one? They all sound so. Letland, Estland, Litauen. Litauen is Lithuania. I can't remember, but Latvia. I don't remember the English word for it. So yeah, it seems like the mill is not even in Sweden anymore, so just the brand is in Sweden anymore. So just the original brand is based in Sweden. So yeah, but I really like the yarn, though I have to say it is, I'm not that experienced with rustic yarns. I never, what is it, like plotlopi or letlopi? Not the unspun yarn, but the rustic yarn everyone is talking about. So I don't have that much comparison, but this feels kind of like scratchy on my hands when I'm knitting on it. I have very sensitive hands because I bite the skin around my hands, which is a very bad habit. So yeah, I definitely are sensitive, but I still really like the fabric and I still enjoy knitting with it. But just to let you know, this is not the softest yarn. In comparison, like I said last time, the BC Garn Semilla Mélange, it's a very natural feeling woolly wool as well, but it's very soft in comparison to this. So yeah, but I enjoyed it very much. And I was eyeing the porcelain sweater by Knit for some time now, since she came out, like since she posted the first sneak peek of it. I think like a teeny tiny picture of like one part of the color work. I saved it in my Instagram's savings list. I knew I wanted that. I'm very specific when it comes to my color work, especially when it comes to traditional Scandinavian color work. I'm not really a fan of it, I have to say. I think it looks beautiful. I really like it when I see it, and I like it on other people, but I think it's not my type of style. I think because yeah, I think I easily look like I'm from the, I don't know, 1900 and I'm going to milk some cow with it, which is a style. I would go for it, but sometimes I would like to look more modern in certain surroundings. And yeah, so sometimes I'm not a fan of it. But I really like her porcelain sweater because it looks like porcelain. It looks really dainty, and but it still gives you, with the color work, this like Scandinavian classic feel, but not this rustic look, not this country vibe. And I think it's just beautiful. And I really like her color choice, though I chose different colors. Which in retrospect, maybe I'm still happy with my color choice, but I think her color choice is what it made look so special, because actually the contrast of this like electric blue on this cream color made it look like porcelain, and every other traditional color choice will make it look more like a traditional Scandinavian color work sweater. So what I ordered, because I'm so happy with this jumper, and also it has like this really nice halo which you can't see, but so I think it's actually on its own really nice for color work, and it has the perfect gauge for it, for the sweater, and she just came out with the English pattern. I ordered these two because these were after I ordered this, because I unsubscribed from that website newsletter. I did a good job, but I underestimated Instagram, that I still got Instagram advertisement for this yarn, because the algorithm obviously caught up that I like this yarn. And yeah, then they sent me from another shop that it was like 50% off. And usually this yarn is quite expensive. It's like 11 euros or 12 euros per skein, I think, around it. Roundish, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself. And it was like 50% off. It was like 5 euros a skein or something. So this was really a bargain. And so, and I mean, I've said it many times, I'm in a navy phase, dark navy. It's my color. I just ordered a dark navy carpet. So this dark navy theme is not going nowhere right now. So yeah, and I decided to go with a dark navy base color and a cream as a contrast color. So yeah, we are really going the traditional way, but I think it's still going to look very pretty. And I'm curious. I mean, it's going, I was a little bit worried that it's going to be too similar to my halibut sweater, because obviously that's also a blue base with a light cream colored color work on it. But I think the halibut, it's a special one because there are fish on it. And also it's more of a denim color, and it's more rustic looking because of the the way the yarn is spun, that it's more unruly and not that even. So, and I think this will look more like even and classic and yeah, more traditional and chic. I don't know, we will see. I have the yarn. I got 4 skeins of this and 2 of these. Also, these skeins run for 300 meters, so they will get you a long way, especially since this is like, so all in all, I think I needed to get 6 skeins for 5 euros, so, or maybe 6 euros or something. So I was 36 euros. I was with shipping under 40 euros. So that was really cheap for 100% wool sweaters. So usually this would have been like over 70 euros, which is normal for a woolen sweater from this quality. And yeah, but this is in the far, far future, because my current whip list and also my gift knitting list, not for Christmas, but for other events, is so long and so overwhelming right now. I don't even know where to start and where to end. And the only thing I'm really looking forward right now to is the Christmas and New Year's time, because I'm spending, I have like at least 10 days off and I have no commitments. So I will basically spend from morning till evening knitting, and I plan on finishing at least 3 full garments. And so but I have to say these 3 garments are already halfway done. So the bodies of all 3 are halfway done. So I need to finish half of the body and all of like both arms. So these need to be off my needles on the 3rd of January, because I promised my sister for Christmas her cardigan, her candy cotton cardigan, and I already told her this is not happening, I can't do that. But she's going to Bali over New Year's, and I was like, you don't need a mohair cardigan for Bali. But she was so disappointed that she can't take it with her, and I was like, this is the last thing you need in Southeast Asia. And I think she really doesn't know what a mohair cardigan is. So I think she needs an instruction with it. How to take care. And yeah, I think some people really don't know in what circumstances you need what kind of clothing. Maybe she doesn't know what kind of climate zone Bali is, but yeah, so she's coming back in middle of January, so I need to have that finished until then. So that's 2 weeks until then. And then I have my next deadline in the second half of February. And yeah, so there's deadline after deadline. And yeah, I have a lot of yarn in here that I have for projects for myself. And I think it's kind of frustrating right now because I have all these ideas and all these projects I want to knit, and if I just remember all these things I still want to knit from my winter-autumn list, I don't even know where to start. And I still want to do all of these things, but like even if I have all day for knitting, I can't knit 10 hours straight. Like even if I can do it with my hands, I just can't concentrate that much. Like even if I do it with like, I don't even want to watch like 10 hours of a TV show or something. I need to do something in between. For example, I'm still a little bit sick. My birthday weekend has been lovely. Like last weekend, we had the best time in Copenhagen. It's been great. It's been really relaxing. I even managed to get my needles from the yarn store, the C-knit needles, and we spent some time knitting. My friend is knitting her first hat, so she did her first German short row, I think 2 days ago, so yay for her. She was very confused why she's doing it, and also she had to knit together how do you say that? Yeah, so she had like a double folded brims, so she had to knit together the back and the front, and she was like, and this is fun, like you do this for fun? And I was like, yeah, I mean there are parts that are more fun, but yeah, this is fun. That was actually funny to me, but so yeah, that was lovely. But after that we both got sick, but everyone at work is sick right now, and so I've been sick on Thursday, and I've been half sick yesterday, and now it's the weekend. But I couldn't even, like on Thursday, I've been basically lying on my sofa, knitting, sleeping, knitting, sleeping. But at some point I got so bored, I couldn't even knit and sleep anymore. And I started like cleaning and blah, blah, blah. And so, I don't know, I love knitting and I want to knit more, but I think I have a point that I need to do something else because my mind gets a little bit bored, or I need more entertainment or something. I found some new podcasts, so that helps definitely, and I have for this weekend some DIY projects, so I think this is definitely good balance, like DIYing and knitting, but we will see. Maybe after 10 days of knitting 3 full-size garments, I'm crazy. I'm a bit crazy, but I wanted to get these done before I start into the new year, because otherwise I feel a lot of pressure, and I'm putting this pressure on myself basically, but I'm a very sorted person. Like I need to finish stuff to get to the next thing, and I definitely have too many whips on here right now. So yeah, and I do want to start this one because I think this is going to be a beautiful work sweater, but I can't start this one until the next year because I have other plans for something else, which is really, really exciting. Oh, I can't stop. I'm so excited to show you this. I sound like a excited 60-year-old. So I was kind of estimating it, but my friends gifted me something very exciting, which was yarn related. I didn't see them except my Copenhagen friend for my birthday, because I decided to go to Copenhagen instead of throwing a party, but they gave me my present nonetheless, and it was, okay, I have forgot to Google that. Let me check. Patenschaft. So I got a sponsorship for a sheep. Yeah, my sheep is called Hilde, and this is her. She was born this April, and yeah, she's very cute. I don't know, it's reflecting, and she lives in, I don't know, a few hours away, but still in northern Germany, actually very close to my dad's place. And yeah, she's part of a dairy farm, and they offer two separate parts of sponsorship. One is not that lovely, it's like a meat sponsorship where you get the meat of the sheep, and one is a wool sponsorship, and you get yeah, you are the sponsor of the sheep, and through the sponsorship you finance the sheep for 3 years, and you get 3 years, or for 3 years you get every autumn a wool package. And I got for this year already mine, which is this lovely wool, and I got 5 balls of this, and it's called Krainer Steinschaf, 100% wool. Each skein is 100 grams. It is I would say DK. It says like for 3 to 4 millimeter needles. It has 160 meter per 100 grams, so yeah, DK worsted, I would say, but we will see. Yeah, it says like when it was like cut, and when it was washed and spun. This is cool. And when it was dyed, but this one is not dyed. And yeah, it's very cute. I was so excited to see that. The friend who organized this is also watching these YouTube videos, so thank you. And yeah, I'm so happy. I can't wait to meet her, because I also am able to meet the sheep that that I'm sponsoring, or yeah, that I got the gift of sponsoring. Obviously the wool is not explicitly from her, but because I think they how do you say scheren? They shear the sheep, all of them, probably the flock of sheep, and then then they spin it, and not each sheep on its own. They offer different kind of wool. They also have like Coburger Fuchsschaf, then the Krainer Steinschaf. They have like this natural white, excuse me, and then a dark brown, like a chocolate brown, and then they also have the Pommersche Landschaft, which has like this really beautiful dark gray. And yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, I already said that I really want to get more into local supplier for wool, so this is like the perfect gift. And I love sheep. They are like one of my favorite animals next to bison. They are like my favorite animals, but I mean you kind of get what kind of animal I'm really liking, like really content, big fluffy animals. I mean, sheep are not that big, but fluffy animals. So yeah, I'm really happy, and yeah, they are a really ethical and ecological farm. They are quite new, and they are just building up their farmland. They're actually looking for a farmstead right now, and they are on a local farmers market in a city which is on the east coast, so I'm living on the west coast, and where they sell mainly meat, but you can also buy dairy products from them, and you can buy online their fleece and their sheep, and also their sponsorship for a sheep wool subscription. And there was just a door falling, which was really loud. So yeah, I have 5 skeins, which gives me 500 grams or 800 meters, if I counted that right. So yeah, this is a difficult length meterage, because I mean I get this for 3 years. I could wait another year, but I'm not that patient, I have to say. And also I'm not sure if the next shearing will look the exact same way. I mean, they divide because they have the dark brown and the cream colored sheep, they divide the fleeces, but it could also be that it's not the exact same color. So I wouldn't bet that the next shearing is the exact same color. So, and I wouldn't like to hold this yarn with another strand because I think it's too beautiful to hold with another strand. I also think this yarn is very perfect for doing cables because it's very textured and has a very woolly halo. And for something like this, it would be perfect. But doing cables also means you need a lot of yarn. I was eyeing the Moby sweater for some time now. I think it's knitted on 4mm needles, so it should be fine, but it needs a lot of yarn. I think it's over 1,200 meters in my size. But what I thought, because it's a dropped shoulder design, if you could just leave out the sleeves and make a nice edge, because I think it ends on the shoulders with a really nice cable. So if you construct it in a way, or not construct it, but knit a nice edge around it or something, you could just make a vest out of it. And actually I've been wearing my vests a lot these past weeks, not over shirts or long sleeves or something, because it's too damn cold here. Our offices are quite cold because our building is very poorly insulated, and I have been wearing 4 layers of wool. I have like a merino wool undershirt. I have a merino shirt that I knitted. Then I have a knitted wool vest, also a mohair and yak vest, so it's a warm vest. And then I have a very warm sweater, mainly commercial sweater over it. So yeah, I've been wearing my vests under my jumpers basically, because most of my jumpers are oversized, so I have enough space to wear something boxy under it. So I've been wearing 4 layers of wool, and over that I always wear a hat and mittens, fingerless mittens or gloves, and scarf to work. 2 layers of socks, thermal under my jeans, and that's my work outfit. And we have the heating on full power. That's all to say to my work outfit. And yeah, it's great. No, I don't mind it, and I'm really not a person that gets cold easily. I don't know how my coworkers do it these days, but I am definitely getting more wear out of my vest than I ever thought I would. So I thought doing a boxy cabled vest in this cream color would be really, really cool. I could imagine it, but I don't know if 800 meters is enough, actually. Also, what I thought I could do with 800 meters is the lento, because I know from Rebecca from Kreabea, she did a lento with 800 meters, but I'm not sure if I would wear it in this color, because yeah, I'm not sure. It's really pale, and I think it would, like a stockinette sweater would look nicer with a mohair held with it. So I'm not sold on that. I really would like something textured with it. And I'm really sold on the idea of a textured, cabled, classic looking vest. So if you know any nice cabled vests that are boxy and oversized, let me know. And I'm open for pattern recommendations, because I'm not sure if the Moby sweater is adaptable, and if I have enough yarn to get the size I wanted, or if I could just go a needle size up or something. Oh, I'm just destroying my ball. But yeah, that's my pretty yarn and my, how do you say, certificate, my certificate. And I need to do an appointment with them in February to visit my little sheep, which I definitely will film and report back how it is. Another thing I got with it is this cute little wooden, what is it, not box, but thing, I don't know how you call it. Ugh, it makes a really awkward sound, but you can basically unscrew it, and you can put like sewing needles in here and other small stuff, so you don't lose it. And I think it's very pretty. It makes a cute interior decoration thing as well. So yeah, thank you for that. So yeah, also my farmer's market basket makes a pretty yarn basket as well, I have to say. And the last thing I ordered, I mean, the original plan was to, let me take a sip. So another thing I ordered, you saw that last time, was the petite knit bag, but I don't need to show you that again. I'm still very happy it made its way with me to Copenhagen, and it turned out it was very useful, so I'm very happy with the decision that I bought it. And the original plan for half a year now was to buy the 52 weeks of socks, and I still really want to buy that, but and I have a lot of sock yarn now, for example this one, and I also have the Advent calendar by Nervous Fiber coming, and I ordered an extra skein of sock yarn there, so I have enough sock yarn to come. But I realize I have so many sweater projects right now. I really don't need, I think I won't prioritize socks right now. And also I needed something else a lot, because if you haven't noticed, a lot of this is in hanks. And even though I have a yarn winder, though a really cheap one, which I wouldn't recommend, it really helps to invest in a better one. I don't have a Swift, and it annoys me so much. I often use my public transport time, or like when I am on train rides, because when you use the back of the seat in front of you, you can hang up your skein there perfectly, and then you can just use your 2 hours of train ride to wind up your skein. But, or like when watching TV or something, but I find it very annoying, especially since my time of knitting is cut so short now with working a full-time job. I really want to knit, and I don't want to spend, I don't know, 1-2 hours winding up skeins. And before that I only had like skeins, or not skeins, hangs, for socks or for tank tops, for smaller projects, not for full-size sweater projects. And now I have like the halibut sweater, the porcelain sweater, the Marseille sweater. I have several sweater projects which are all like made out of hanks, And these are all hanks that I need to cake up, and I'm just like, I can't handle it anymore. So I decided to finally get a Swift and invest. And I was really undecisive because the ones I saw online I really didn't like, because they are usually in a really light wood, and I really don't like this light wood. It's what is it? I have like a translator open here. This is Kiefer. Usually pine wood. Looks like pine or birch. Looks like really light wood, and I really don't like the look of it. It looks really cheap to me. It looks like IKEA furniture basically. And also like, because most of my wood is like, for example, like this one, this is teak. I have like a teak veneer wood, like, and the door frames here, these are all oak. Or I have the table and the dark chair. I think, I don't know what wood it is, but it's dark. And so I looked online what else there is, and there are some dark options, but they're out of rosewood, and I've never seen rosewood. And the pictures, they came from they were imported from India, and the pictures weren't that detailed, and they kind of looked like the wood was printed on it, like it wouldn't have been real wood. Probably it is real wood, but I've never seen rosewood, so I couldn't really tell how it would actually look in reality. So I wouldn't take that risk actually, and spend like 80 euros on a Swift that in the end looked like fake wood. And I think the only thing that is worse than sheep wood, or something that looks like sheep wood, is looking like fake wood. And so yeah, I didn't want to take that risk. So in the end I said, okay, even though like the Knitpro birch, I think it's birch in the end, Swift is not my favorite one. It is one I know that it has, I think, good reviews. It is not that light like some others. It is not a pine wood one, and it looked like it is real wood. It is not printed or something. It looks like real wood, and also something I can send back. It is not through Etsy and India and like some stuff where I'm not sure how I can send it back and don't get my money back. So I ordered it, and I haven't unpacked it, so we're going to unpack it now together. And so yeah, that's the packaging. I unpacked the big box because I didn't want to have the crumble yet, but I haven't unpacked it further. I hope they sent me the right one, because there's also one which has like this colorful elements on there. I don't know. Some people might be into it. I'm really not. Let's hope for the best that I don't have to send this bad boy back, because I really need to scan up all these things. Okay, so it is light, but because I also thought I have wood stain, I could stain it. Okay, so first of all, this thing is out of plastic. I'm not a fan. I mean, you spent like 70 euros for this and you get a plastic thing? I also looked into vintage ones, but I think I only found one and it was hella expensive. Okay. I think I'm not in love, but it's okay. And it also was really fast because I needed it to come before Christmas, so I can cake up all my skeins. Okay, so this is how it's looking, but you get the color difference, guys. You get it. Like, you see how light it is in comparison to my basket and the door frames and the what is it, cupboard in the back. So yeah, this is my preferred color choice. Like this more, not this orangey, but like definitely darker and more vintagey kind of wood, and not this kind of cheap wood. I mean, I don't know if it's cheap. Like, light wood can also be expensive, but often it is not. Because we see it in the IKEA furniture or other cheap big brands furniture that it often goes with low quality. So yeah, it definitely expands. Okay, I will take you with me. We will do this together. I don't know if you guys are interested in this. Okay, we're back at it. I'm trying to install this now, and we will see how it works. Nobody asked for a yarn Swift review, but you're getting it now anyways. Okay, we will finish the Swift review and this video here. So generally I would say it works. The hardware, I don't know. So my idea of not varnishing, what was it? I forgot the name. I'm so good usually with oiling it, varnishing, making it darker, putting a dark oil on it. Probably won't work because some parts are definitely have some glaze or something on it, like some shiny glaze, so you wouldn't be able to put anything over it without sanding it. So that would be a lot of work because there are a lot of different parts. So I wouldn't say it's worth it, especially because it's, I'm not sure, maybe it would be up more than I would think of it, but probably it wouldn't be outstanding as a decorating piece in my flat all the time. So how important is it really how it looks? But it's functional, it works. You need to be a little bit careful when you stop with the winder, that the yarn doesn't twist between this part and the stopper of this folding part, and the stopper, it easily twists between it, but otherwise it works smoothly. I would say it is solid Swift. I think also, yeah, the price was alright. I think the cheapest I would find it was like 60 euros or something, which I find alright for it being wood. Oh, it has some dark spots on here. Yeah, I think nothing to complain. Just that these parts are not wood. I would have preferred that these things that you twist into this, that these are not wood, is kind of disappointing. So what else? I won't talk about obviously my projects and my whips and stuff. I will talk about that in my next podcast episode, which will be probably after Christmas and between New Year's. I'm looking very much forward to Christmas, not Christmas, but Christmas as well, but New Year's is what I want to say, because I'm spending Christmas with some yarny friends, which I haven't seen or ever met some of them. Some I haven't seen in a very long time. A lot of them before we've been knitting. And so this is going to be fun. They've been really into knitting now over the last years, and I've been really into knitting. And I think some of them follow me on my social media platforms. And yeah, it's been coincidence because we have a common friend and we are spending New Year's now together. It's going to be really relaxed because New Year's, and our common friend, she has a holiday home, and we're just going to do a very quiet New Year's with knitting and chilling and movies and walks. I think there's going to be some dogs involved, and yeah, so it's going to be lovely. And so that's also a reason why I think I will get some knitting done. And also it's an unexpected New Year's. I didn't have any plans and any expectations. I'm not a New Year's fan. I don't even think I will drink anything. So yeah, this is an unexpected surprise. And yeah, and I think I will film in between a podcast episode because I hope I will get a lot of things done until then. Or I will film before I will get back to work. We will see, depending on how much I've got done until then. Another thing that I had on my mind, it's more like a future project, experiment that I just got a recent idea for, which I will tackle next year. I've seen a lot of Vlogmas videos, and everyone has these scrappy advent calendars, and I think that's actually really great. I mean, I love advent calendars from indie dyers. They are great as well, but yeah, they are really expensive, and you have to find like these projects where you use like these small amounts of indie dye, like indie small skeins, which are really expensive. So you have the pressure to find like this perfect project, and also you don't know the color orders, so you can't really plan, which would be really put a lot of pressure on me, and I'm a control freak. I don't think I would feel comfortable with it. What I would think I would like to do for next year, Christmas or Advent time, I would like to do my own calendar because I have so much scrap yarn from socks, especially like a lot of fingering yarn, and I would like to weigh all of my sock yarn, and especially like, I don't know, I think the light is quite bad, maybe you can see it, but I finally hang my, can I put it up? No, that's the wrong light. I finally hang my shelf and so you can see my yarn stash. It's part of it. The not so pretty yarn I stashed somewhere else. But so you, especially in the middle section, you can see my color palette is very consistent, and I think you can do a very nice project with it. And I forgot her name, but a YouTuber, American YouTuber, she did mittens, and I really liked that project, and she used like a color fading project with it, and I thought I can do that with all these like scraps, and I can just weigh them and just put them in the order of the 24 days and do this already half a year before. And so I'm surprised half a year later, because I won't remember in what order I put them, and then I can just knit them up in the 24 days, and I already know then I can plan ahead then that I have this calendar coming, so I can free my schedule. I won't have any big projects then in December, hopefully. And yeah, I think this might be a great idea, because I really like the idea that some of the YouTubers, like, or podcasters, they swapped their yarn scraps. I think that was great as well, but I think I'm a control freak. I couldn't do that. I would like to put in, like, first of all, use up my own scraps, and would like to have control of the order of colors. And yeah, I think I would like to find an order for all of my scraps and try to make something out of them, and then I can weigh them and put them into the perfect amount to make mittens out of them. Because actually my mittens are the one thing, oh, I can go back to the couch, are the one thing next to my vests that I get a lot of wear out of. Because they are out of mohair, so they are really, really warm. So yeah, I could hold a really neutral mohair with it, so they get like a continuous look through the mitten, even though the fingering wool would change in color. So I think that could be a cool project. Doing your own advent calendar and surprise yourself, and reuse your own scraps, because I sometimes reuse them in sock projects or color work or something, but with each project I'm starting, there's continuously a growing scrap amount, and yeah, it's bugging me. So doing your own advent calendar is definitely one of my future projects. Not obviously for this year, but next year. I hope I will remember it. But this is my these YouTube videos are for my memory as well, or to remember for me, to get me to remember things. And yeah, I think we're done. You saw all of my things. I hope you didn't get a feeling that I what is the English word? No, that's not the one. That I showed off, like that I'm showing off or something with my gifts here. That was not my intention. It was more like with all the acquisitions, you can always understand them like, oh, I'm showing off all the things I can buy, but this was not my intention. It was, okay, maybe this is inspiring for you. You can put this on your gift list. Regarding the sponsorship for sheep, my friend also said that there's some in South Germany, so if you're interested, you can definitely get them there as well. It was harder to find them here in Northern Germany. I think you can get them easier if you are not also trying to get a yarn subscription with the sponsorship for an animal. I think that was quite hard to find, but I think it's definitely worth checking out in your local area if you want to gift something like that to a friend. I mean, there were like 8 friends or something who gifted that together to me, so it wasn't one friend. It would be quite a huge amount of money, and I think it's a lovely thing to gift to someone. Especially a yarny friend, but also a friend who's into animals. Maybe if you don't want to gift someone yarn with it, a sponsorship for an animal, because for example, I know our climate manager, because in my department there's also So I'm working in regional development, but our team also has the climate department in it, and our climate manager, she got a sponsorship for her 40th birthday from our team for a seal, because there's a seal, not protection, but here on the west coast there are a lot of seal, because we have a protection area, nature reservation area, and a lot of seals are stranded on the beach, and because they are getting sick, or when the storm is hitting them hard, they save themselves on the beaches because they can't find, like, not islands, but I don't know the English word for it, in the Wadden Sea. So, and because they often get or the tourists get too close to them, or they get sick or something, they come into the station where they get medical help or get some rest, and when they are better, they get back into the national park. But yeah, and you can get a sponsorship for a seal there as well, especially for the baby seals, which are very cute, but they're very dangerous. So please, if you ever see a seal, stay away from them. They look cute, but they are actually wild animals. But yeah, so I think a sponsorship for an animal, if it's a farm animal or wild animal, it's very cool and a gift to someone who's into it. Yeah, I think that's the thing I'm signing off with. I think now I can actually say Merry Christmas or Frohe Weihnachten wherever you live, or whatever fest, whatever you're celebrating or not celebrating, or you just have the days off, and can spend some time with people you love and relax and enjoy the snow, or not the snow, maybe the sun, but I hope you enjoy the time. That's all I wanted to say, however you spend the time. But until then, I see you in the new year maybe, or after Christmas.